Yo, what's good, Skano? So Kendrick drops the long-awaited response, and wow, he roasted him. Listen, we know how this work. You know, the last diss song you heard is the hardest one, right? So it's like currently the narrative is, K. Dot killed this dude. And I'm gonna be real with you. This is not being a victim of the moment. He made some poignant, very poignant points, and he did. He pretty much murdered this dude. Now, like I said, in a good battle, it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be some back and forth, and it's gonna keep elevating. It's gonna just keep going up and up. That's what you expect, right? This, I must say, I'm not surprised, man. We know K. Dot is that dude, but he gotta win this battle, and he will. I never had no doubts about that. Um, if you just look at Pimp a Butterfly, man. Drake can't write no album like that, bro. Very few people on this planet can write an album like that. Um, so when you talk about the culture, and I think that's the main issue with Drake, he's like an appropriator. You know what I'm saying? You're not really from this. And what I'm and I don't mean the trenches, and he's not even from this country. But you don't have to be American necessarily to. But at the end of the day, man, um, Drake was co-signed by so many artists, along the way that I think he kind of lost himself. Once he got to the top, dude starts smelling himself, which is not uncommon. Niggas gonna flex, especially when they, you know what I'm saying. So that's to be expected. But I think at the end of the day, man, it's the fact that Drake is not considered a real nigga, and I don't mean black, even though I mean that's being called into question too. Um, and by a real nigga, I mean because you got black people that we don't consider real niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. For instance, nobody was fucking with PM Don, man, when they dropped. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That shit was just niggas just was not feeling that. And PM Don is from Philly, as I recall. They wasn't no punks, but the type of music they was making was not real nigga shit. We just what I believe niggas look at Drake like a vulture. That's all to it, man. You copied the swag. Um, Niggas gave you the blueprint. He ran with it to his credit. But the fact that once you get to the top, and let's just be real, man. I think this shit come down to artists is, in the black artists is tired of others. And by others, y'all know what I mean. Others coming into the hip hop industry. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much just raping the culture for their own benefit when they really just they're not from this. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, then you just don't get it. He's not really from this. Yeah, he got the lingo down. He got the persona. He's mimicked the persona, woo woo, but nigga not really built like, so I think what it comes down to is this nigga then became the top, artist in the industry, and it's like this shit happens over and over again, man. I mentioned people like Vanilla Ice, and I don't want to compare Drake to Vanilla Ice and make this shit into a racial thing, even though Kendrick, he touched on, he had a bar in there where he was pretty much questioning, whether Drake feel like he's black enough. And that's been thrown at Drake before. So there was really nothing new on this diss track. He spoke on the, Adonis, Drake's child. So it's pretty much been retread shit. nothing new, nothing eye opening as far as, but man, he flam roasted this nigga. That ain't even a word, but and I think what it come down to is it's just niggas want the culture back. You know what I'm saying? Like I was these artists that come in that's not really a part of the community, didn't come up in the black community, have no connection really to the black community other than what they see on social media or you know what I'm saying, entertainment, but they don't really connect like that. Um, Same old blueprint. And let's be real, man. I know I'm probably going, rub people the wrong way with this, but let's not act like Drake being half Jewish and being a light-skinned dude, pale light-skinned dude, didn't help propel his career. Because let's be real, man. The music industry likes to promote and push artists, every artist other than black artists. I'm talking about this niggas that don't consider me black probably. I don't give a fuck what you think, but it is what it is. So but blackness is not, you know what I'm saying, it's not a shade of your skin, man. It's hard to explain. It's living that shit, man. It's the way you think, it's the way you move, it's the way you operate in this world, it's the way the world views you and perceives you, and how you have to navigate based on that shit. If you just don't get it, you just don't get it. But I think what the main thing is, man, is this is not a race thing so much as an authenticity thing. Because I don't think niggas really give a fuck about Drake being light-skinned, man. Let's be real, or mixed. If you really real, if you really come from this, niggas got to embrace that and accept that. If you really who you know what I'm saying, portraying yourself to be, niggas will respect that. And I just think the fact that Drake wear these masks and he know how to play the game, the politic game, he understand how the industry work. He's used that to his advantage. You cannot knock the man's talent, but let's be real, ain't no day ever that he's gonna be able to outright or outthink a nigga like Kendrick. Drake can make them witty, he come with some witty shit, but it's so superficial. There's not really no depth to it, man. And if I gotta knock Drake, it's like it's plastic. It's plastic, man. His shit is plastic. He make those hits. He know what joints the radio want to hear. Like I said, man, he done got the lingo down, and he can make some cool music, some shit that people want to play in the club or whatnot. But when it comes to here, like in the soul, man, Kendrick write that shit, man, that you just know that it's from the soul, man. The depth, the introspection that he come with, the different layers. It's really just no comparison between the two artists. I'm gonna be real. So while, like I said, Drake, you can't deny what the nigga has accomplished. Maybe should I stop calling him a nigga? The black community has spoken. Anyway, you can't take away what he has accomplished, but ain't no day, like I said, man, where he's fucking with Kendrick. I would say on a pop level, I don't even know about that, bro. Cause Kendrick, we already seen he can make them different joints. The song he got with oh shit, Drake was on that joint. The one with Janet and the Hook. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make though, we know he versatile enough to do that shit. And then as far as bars and lyrics, it just ain't no comparison, man. So while Drake came tough, man. And I give that nigga credit, man, for going up, like I said, going up against all these niggas and, holding it down. But at the end of the day, man, it's DOA. If he want to keep pursuing this and keep pushing it, and I don't think he backing down, yeah, we could see this could be DOA. So right now, we need to say a prayer for Drake. Put your lighters up. moment of silence for the artist formerly known as Drake. Okay. So we'll see what happened, man. But and that was just a taste of what can. That was just like you shaving ice. That was just a little sliver of man. Don't let this nigga get to cooking for real. 216 Skano from the gutter.